right. It's time for your favorite radio show. It's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. Let's go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Overdose. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They got the airways popping every city across the globe. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee Show. They got the airways popping every city across the globe. You know him as a dope actor, Kevin D. Bitten. 360 twice, Jim, how he keep winning. And you know the baddest actress, Nikee Warren. She so bad you walking past, she had you speaking for her. If you ain't tuning in, this your reality check. You might miss out on your favorite star celebrity guest. When they celebrate, what you do? You get the bell, yeah. During Kevin's corner, get inspired and encouraged, yeah. Bend them corners while you listen, but don't swerve. Find out what's getting on Nikee nerves. What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? Keep on playing. Me and Kevin Goons and we gon' get you hit. Yo, check us out on social media. In your mobile phone, we everywhere. You ever stations played out like a ringtone. Follow me like Bino, R-E-M-E-Y. Bino Remy. Pop like Semi. And my flow hotter. Thicker semi. Been doing this since I scraped up pennies. But back to the subject, Kevin Nikee.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So we are back. We are back. We are back.
Yeah, we are back.
We're back, man.
We're back.
For another exciting show, another exciting episode, another exciting guest. Just exciting to be back. You know what I mean? It's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. I'm actor Kevin D. Benton.
And I'm actress Nikee Warren.
And we are back.
Yes.
Back.
Yeah, yo.
You know what? I used to always wonder, Nick.
What?
Why would that rapper get out there and say, I told y'all I'll be back?
What rapper?
And it was his first album.
Maybe he was talking about the people who doubted him.
Oh, okay, all right.
Maybe that was it.
All right, that's a good qualifier. I'm just saying, because he was like, wait, I told y'all I'll be back. I'm like, wait a minute, this is his first album.
Yeah, maybe he was talking about those people who doubted that he would do it.
Okay, I got it.
Because, when you're trying to come up, be whatever it is, writer, actor, you're directing or different things like that, you're, writing a book or whatever you got going on, there's always going to be those haters. That's going to be out there. Man, you can't do this, girl. You too old. All the kind of stuff. All right, I'll be back. You know how to be too. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Well, they need to change. They maybe need to change that lyric a little bit.
What?
You know what I mean?
To what?
Well, like Future. You never should have doubted me.
You know what?
The pain in the summer follow me. Remember that?
Yeah.
The Rocky, what?
Yeah.
Creed 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creed 2. Okay.
Yeah, so y'all should have never doubted me. You know what I mean? I think that would be more fitting than I'll be back on your first album.
Well, because you're like, all right.
Because back mean that you already did it once and now you're back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it.
Okay, well, maybe it's like one of them things. All right, watch and see what's going to happen.
I'll
be back.
I got you.
I'll be
back.
back.
I got you.
Like that.
All right, that makes sense. It got to at least make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I get what you're saying. Where you coming from? You ain't been nowhere.
It's your first album.
You get on my nerves.
Anyway.
You got me choking over here. I told you to stop.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you've been under the weather a little bit.
Listen.
But we both, I think I'm
going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I have an issue, and y'all going to hear about it on What's Bothering Nikee. I have an issue with people coming to the workplace sick.
Yeah.
I have an issue. It's a strong, man, y'all got to pray for me. Pray for me. I'm scared. It's I strongly dislike people who come to the workplace sick. Everybody going to get your stuff. Everybody going to get your germ. And I have a strong dislike of people who don't wash their hands.
Yeah.
I'm saying I have a strong dislike. Y'all gonna hear about it. What's bothering Nikee? Come on, you need to be more considerate.
Yeah, I agree.
Be more mindful of other people. I mean, come on. We don't want your germs.
That's right.
And I have an issue with people not washing their hands anyway. Right. Especially coming out of the ladies' room. Remember, we talked about this last year. Remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
I have an issue, man. I have an issue. Y'all gotta stop that. That's nasty. Mm-hmm. That's nasty. And now with this coronavirus going on, come on. Come on. Come on. You gotta be extra careful. You can't be shaking no hands and different things like that. You gotta do? The elbow bump. The fist bump,
elbow rub.
Listen, come on. Ain't no mask now. You can't get no more masks.
I know. It's sold
okay?
out.
Listen, come on now. Come on. Yeah. Wash your hands, people. Mm-hmm. The sink is right there. It's not decoration.
Right. Speaking of decoration, right?
Oh, Lord.
Because, you just made me think about something. What? I know, women like to decorate, right?
Oh, my God.
But, it's like when y'all decorate, nobody can touch nothing because it's there for decoration.
That's right.
But what I'm trying to say is, we can't touch certain candles because they're there for decoration.
Okay.
We can't touch certain napkins because they're there for decoration. We can't even sit on the couch and watch TV because TV and the couch for decoration.
Because you're a man. You don't understand.
So how we going to watch the game? Because if the TV for decoration, how come we going to watch the game?
Go into your man cave. Do it down there. We as women...
Can't even turn the TV on there.
Listen, we as women, we like things neat. Okay, we like things like, the couch to be all nice, the pillows all nice and fluff, because we like people to come and say, "Ooh, girl, your house looks so nice."
Right.
You men, y'all don't need a lot. Y'all don't care as long as you got a chair with a place to put the beer and a TV and the remote. That's it.
So can we take a shower? The shower just for decoration too?
Okay, you know what? See, here we go. And a shower. That's all y'all need. That's all you need.
So, all right. So if you was to cook some food and they didn't eat it because they thought it for decoration, would you be upset?
Now you're going a little too far.
Look, we thought it for decoration.
Now you're going a little too far.
It was still on the table next to the candles. We thought it for decoration.
No, sometimes we'll buy the fake fruit. Okay. The fake fruit, put it up in a nice old dish bowl, whatever, and that's decoration. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's sitting on the table, or sometimes, like when Mama used to buy the real fruit and sit it in the middle of the table and call it decoration, and we couldn't touch it. We couldn't touch it, but it's for decoration. It makes the house look cute.
Okay.
The candles and stuff. It makes the house look cute. Don't touch it. Go into your man cave.
Well, okay, then this is what y'all got to do. Y'all got to put a list on the wall of things that we can and can't touch. Because if we don't know. You know because when you start hearing our mouths, well, that's what we're trying to avoid. You know what I'm saying? So you put the A, B, C, D, E, F, G list up there. We ain't got here. We can skip all that anyway. Anyway, I just think about the weirdest things.
You can tell that it's a difference between men and women. Okay, we think differently. And see, your house probably everything you can touch, can't you?
That's why I bought it so you can touch it. I didn't buy the TV for decoration. I bought it so I could watch it. You know what I'm saying?
But see, in my house, I don't have no TV in my living room.
I bet, but if you did, you probably would have for decoration.
No, I would. I never liked. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
I never liked the television in the living room because I never wanted people just to lounge around on my furniture.
I got you. Because the furniture for decoration, right?
It's for decoration.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. So
they got to stand up. They would have to stand up and watch TV if you had a TV.
Let me tell you, they got to go into the basement.
Okay.
They got to go into the basement. In my little gym area, I have a nice couch down there with a television, and they can go down there and watch TV down there. But when they come in, when you first walk in my door, you see all my nice furniture. And,
you got plastic over your furniture?
No.
Oh yeah, you don't have to because ain't nobody gonna send it because it's for decoration. You know what I mean?
And I got the nice plants and different things and figurines to go along with that, right? And I have hardwood floors that I, sand down and shine myself. I got all that. I'm very proud of that.
Is the food in the refrigerator for decoration too? I just gotta ask, man.
And then you can take what you want and go out on the deck. How about that? How about that? Just don't. It's because I don't like people eating in my living room.
I got you.
On my furniture. Okay. I paid too much for that. So you gotta either go into the dining room. I got a nice big old glass table in the dining room. Go into the dining room, or go out to the deck, or you can take your plate. You can go down in the basement into the gym/family area or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, at least you got a problem. Now let me ask you this: do you have signs on your wall to let people know where they can and can't function and fellowship and how to get to the various locations?
You can fellowship in the living room, but without any food.
Okay, I got you.
You
so
know,
you can sit in there.
You can sit in there.
Okay, well that's different. That's not for decoration.
But the thing is, I don't have a television in there.
I got you.
Because I don't want anybody. You know how some people when they sit down, what is it with people when they sit down? They sit in the middle. Of your couch, right on the crease, so your pillows go fly up like wings. I don't like that, so that's why I don't have no TV.
So what you do, you get the person sit in the middle and then get 2 hours.
Yes,
so everybody sit at the same time. That way they'll go flat.
I can't.
They'll go flat across that way.
I can't stand that, and so I like my pillows to be fluffed. Like I fluff my pillows because I like them nice and fat and different things like that. So you know, my house is like a decoration house.
I got you. That's why I thought I asked. You know what I mean? That's why I thought I asked for that very purpose.
You know, when you come over my house, you going out to the deck.
Okay.
Or you going in the basement. That's where you going.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, as y'all can see, we always got a lot to talk about.
Why you put me on blast?
I wasn't
like
on blast. I was asking for your help. I was asking for your help.
He put me on blast because he know how I keep my house. He put me on blast.
I was asking for your help. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So anyway, as y'all can see, we always have a lot to talk about, a lot going on. So with that being said, it's now time for the many adventures of Kevin and Nikee.
Woo! Woo! Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, we had another, yet adventurous weekend.
Yeah.
Getting our acting instruction.
Yes, we had.
With the acting guru.
Yeah.
Arts director and much, much more, Mr. Melvin Williams.
Yeah, man. He laying it on thick, too.
See, you know what? And I'm glad we talked about this.
He laying it on thick.
We got the showcase coming up. Yes. And we're going to put that information out there. But let me say this to you. And Nick, you kind of hit on it, I want to say last week or the week before that. When you work with Mr. Mel, check your IMDb page at the door.
That's right.
Check your awards at the door.
He don't care.
Because guess what? Even if you don't, he's going to check them there for you because he's going to show you that you have not arrived.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't care.
And Nick mentioned it a couple weeks ago about being a blank slate. Mm-hmm. And that's what we decided to do when we took on the challenge of this new acting class with our new acting coach. We were blank slates, going in there, eager, willing, wanting to learn. And when you have won awards, you do have some kind of foundation that allows you to achieve, but you don't know everything. Nope. And that's why we always say repeatedly on the show, this thing is an ever-going, ever-growing process that you're moving, getting better, you're moving up, getting better, but never arriving. Yeah. And, we did this kind of new exercise to us, you know what I mean, called building tension. Building tension. And using dramatic pauses and acknowledging commas, taking breaths and taking pauses to build tension in the scene. And I'm going to tell you, man, Mr. Mel gave me a run for my money. Listen. Yeah, he gave me a run for my money.
I had to just sit there.
Yeah. I said, listen, I got to go home and work on this.
Yes. I just sat there and I was like, okay. Yeah. And I'm giving Kev the thumbs up. And he was like, what you doing over there? I'm just giving him the thumbs up. Yeah. I mean, he hummed on you.
Yeah, he did.
He hummed on you.
Yeah, he pushed me and challenged me in a new to me acting area of acting.
Yeah, because he brought you out of your comfort zone.
He brought me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, brought you out of that comfort zone.
I was so used to and accustomed to delivering lines a certain way, and in order to build tension, I had to do certain things and acknowledge certain punctuation in the script and in the lines. Mm-hmm. And he kept telling me, "All right, take it from here, do it again. Yeah. All right, take it from here, do it again. Yep. All right, take it from here, do it again."
And every time you did it, he gave you something new with it. Yeah. I mean, I just sat there like, wow. Yeah. This is just crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. He is so well known, and he has worked with names of the names. Yeah. Queen Latifah, Common, and he told us his story about him and Keke Palmer. Yeah. He was getting Keke ready for the stage. Yeah, and Keke, actress, film, and now she's going to the stage, and he told Keke, you ain't no actor. Right. And she was like, why, Mr. Mel, why you say that?
He said, you a movie star. You're not an actor.
And that's what he said. He said, so she was, I can't remember what play Keke was doing, But she said after she got done, she called him on the phone and said, "Mr. Mel, am I acting now?" He was like, "Okay, I guess you're an actor." Because his theory on it is stage.
Right.
Theater.
Stage foundation.
Yes. Yeah. Stage foundation. Yeah. And you take that and you build off of that. Not coming from the film industry going to stage, but going from stage to film.
Right, because he pointed out he made he makes a lot of excellent points.
Yes, he does.
But film does make you lazy.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to know your lines, and that's it. And you come and you do your scene. But like, and Nick, you have that strong theater background. When you're in tech week and rehearsal, 7-hour rehearsal with only 2 breaks, and you have to love the journey. You have to love the process. And film, you ain't got to do all that stuff.
No.
And sometimes it has the tendency to, make us lazy. But when you go back to that root of that foundational theater learning, man.
Because that's what he called me, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He told me I was being lazy. He said, "You're being lazy. You're being lazy. See, you used to that film life. You're being lazy." I was like, wow, because I didn't want to do it again.
Right. Because he saw the look on your face saying, "Are we going to run it one more time?" You know
and the look on my face like, "Dang, we doing it again." He said, "You're being lazy. You're being lazy."
Yeah, you know what? And everybody need that coach that's going to say, "Get your butt in gear and get it. And do it. Get up there and do it." It can't be all lovey-dovey, mushy all the time. You need somebody to light fire behind your backside to bring out the best in you. So shout out to Mr. Mel Williams,
yes, man. Lord.
The acting guru, acting art director, and much, much more, man.
Yeah.
Been holding it down for like over 40 years in the acting game. And we just honored and blessed to be a part of what he's teaching.
Yeah.
Because he's teaching impeccable foundational acting skills that's going to make you a better actor. Yeah,
and I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't want to get whipped, don't use him as a coach.
Yeah.
Because he going to whip you. I'm telling you right now, he going to bring stuff out of you.
That's right.
He's going to take you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
If you just want to stay where you are, then go ahead.
Yeah. And it was just like the process, like just thinking about, this past class, it was like, wow. We really have no room to think we're so good.
No, not at all.
We don't have room to think we're so good.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? And not that I was thinking I was so good or great. Like I said, me and Nikee, we went in there blank slates, putting all that stuff to the side.
That's right.
Being open to learning and being a sponge and taking in and going in knowing that you don't know everything. So that you can continue to grow and develop and be the best actor that you can be and stay sharp.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're going to have a showcase. We've been working on this 1-act play. It is going very, very well.
Yes.
It's going to be on Friday, April 3rd and Saturday, April 4th, 358 West 44th Street, New York. Come on out, and it's going to be us and some other phenomenal actors and actresses that have been working very, very hard on their 1-act play. It's going to be an acting showcase extravaganza. And you want to come on out and check it out. If you love the theater, if you love film, you love acting, come on out, and then come up and say what's up to us. You know what I mean? Especially our New York family. And I know some of our New York family said they're going to try to make it out. And we definitely love to see your face in the place. And we're gonna kill this thing. We're going to do it. We're going to do well.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So
awesome.
Yeah, man. So in other news, the Spiral Awards results are out.
Yes, honey.
All right. So drum roll. Oh, we get the bell. All right, my bad. Wait, I gotta do it again. We get the bell roll.
Bell roll.
Okay, ready? All right. First and foremost, we want to say shout out to all the nominees, honorees, and winners. And we want to say congratulations. So Nikee was nominated Best Supporting Actress, and she won Best Supporting Actress. I was nominated Best Radio Male Host. And I won. And of course, that would include Nikee, because there is no Kevin without the Nikee and the and sign, and that makes us the Kevin and Nikee show. So on behalf of the Kevin and Nikee show, we got some Spiral Awards that we'll be putting on the mantelpiece, and we're just so thankful and grateful to the Spiral Award Committee who, as they say in church lingo, thought it not robbery to select us.
That's right.
You know,
to select us.
So we are excited. We are excited about Friday, March 27, 2020, at the Performing Arts Center in Venice Island, 7 Lock Street, Philadelphia, PA. And it is a black tie gala. And 2 years ago, we won Best Film Actor and Actress. Mm-hmm. And the event was phenomenal. You don't want to miss it. Get your tickets. Go online. Get your tickets. Check it out on Facebook. Spiral Film and Music Awards. It is fantastic, man. And I'm just so happy for Lottie Dottie. Everybody. And we hope to see your face in the place. It's going to be great, man.
Yes.
So I guess I can put it out there now.
Go ahead.
That I'm going to be hosting again this year. Yeah, so I will be hosting the Spiral 2020 Spiral Film and Music Awards, and I'm excited about that. Thank you to selection committee, Mike, Jacole, and the gang for selecting me to do it again. Anytime you get selected again, it's rather because you did a good job or they felt sorry for you the first time.
You know what? Stop it. You did a fabulous job.
Thank you. It was fun. It was fabulous, so much fun. Job. So we're going to have a great time, man. It's going to be a night to remember and to celebrate people who have worked so hard in the industry and have what they said, the blood, sweat, and tears.
That's right.
That's it.
Their hard work.
It's your time to be honored.
That's
so we're excited about that. Other than that, what? You're going to be filming soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be filming this Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm going to be filming this Saturday. Yes. Mm-hmm. So we're working on that.
Feature film.
Yeah. Feature film. Working on that.
Three-part feature film.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's right.
It's going to be
three parts. I love that 3-part stuff. I love that trilogy.
That's right. Because it keeps you
trilogy.
Working.
Keep you working.
You know what I mean?
Love it. So, yep. Looking forward to that.
That's
looking forward to that. Looking forward to
we can say this. Can we say the title?
I don't know.
All right, let's hold off on
Let's hold on. Just till the NDAs.
But we did sign contracts.
Yes, we did.
And so we're looking forward. So the work is rolling in.
Yes, it is.
The work keeps rolling in. And man. And so we're excited about the cast and crew of that. And the writer and director. We put all that out at a later date. And other than that, stand on the line, stand on the grind.
Stand on the line.
That's what we do.
Stand on the grind.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
That's what we do.
That's it. All right, so you know how to do it.
All right, so
because I ain't doing it.
All right, let's put it out there.
Go ahead.
We're gonna put out where y'all can find us. Find some of our work. We still got work on the way, coming to a theater near you or a major streaming platform near you. And so if you're on Amazon Prime, let's start with the Amazon Prime. So they got Single and Anxious. They got all the lies, lust, and love going on. I'm in season 3. Check out 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Find out everything that's going on. I played Ronald. I'm playing a father trying to protect my daughter in a not so nice world, and I got my own issues going on, and I try to protect her by not letting her know how serious things are going. But it all works out in the end. And then we got on Amazon Prime. Check out Revelation Blue. It's a cop story, cop thriller. What do you do when you are faced with the situation? Make a good decision, bad decision. Do it the right way. Do it the bad way. Check it out and find out what decisions that are being made and how it's all being played out. It's going to definitely keep you entertained. And then check out the Covington Witches. Your girl, Nikee Warren, is over here. She's the mama aunt holding things down in the house. Eyes rolling back up in the head, casting spells and all that old stuff. And it's going down in the house, but she's holding it together and trying to get the other little witches to get along. Sometimes they're not always seeing eye to eye. And they'll cast a spell every now and then, but they'll get it together sooner or later.
Yeah.
Then while you're on Amazon Prime, check out Mercy. It's a story about the what's going on in our society with the police brutality, killing the African American young males. But it's no anger, no cop bashing. It's just a conversation piece. And then when you are in a situation to show mercy or retaliate, what do you do? What decision do you make? Well, it's called Mercy, so we opt that way. So then while you're on Amazon Prime, you can also check out Emergency Landing. Find out what happens when the relationships don't always go right. And in life, they don't always go right. Sometimes they go good, sometimes they go bad, and sometimes they go ugly. Check out how it all plays out in Emergency Landing, now streaming on Amazon Prime. And then while you're on Starz Network, check out Jason's Letter. A kid comes up with a remedy on how to rectify the killing of unarmed African Americans in the African American community by a research paper that he does based on statistics. And he's a middle school student. And it's a really, really good movie, a good conversational piece, star-studded cast, and you will really, really enjoy it. All right. Then while you're on Amazon Prime, check out The Right Path movie. Our family up in New York City is making waves with The Right Path movie. Your girl over here is now no Susie Homemaker. She's welding M16s. You know what? Boom! Ah! You know, all that stuff. She holding it down, man. She playing a mean role. You got to check her out, man. And I'm playing a comedic role in there, playing Spider, and I'm just going to be there to make you laugh, man. It's a great movie. It's going to take you on a roller coaster. It's going to take you up, down, make you laugh, make you want to cry, hold you in suspense, and make you want more. And the rumor is that there's a part 2 coming. The Right Path movie, AJ Franklin, Quaz Frazier, and the gang up in the NYC, up in New York. All right. And then go to YouTube. Actor Kevin D. Benton, actress Nikee Warren. Check out the news. This movie is making waves. It's a multi award-winning film. And then check out Honor. It's a multi award-winning film. And then check out our feature films, our commercials, our monologues, our clips. And we got some more stuff on the way that's going to be coming to Apple TV, theaters everywhere. We're going to be keeping you guys posted.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No, you got it all. That's why that's your job.
All right. And then don't forget to go to mulattocap.com and check out what's going on with the forthcoming feature film called Mulatto. You might just see 2 familiar faces on the website as part of the cast.
As part of the cast.
As part of the cast. So that's all. I think that's it.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. So you do so well with that. Oh my goodness.
I try.
I be forgetting stuff, but you just got it. You got it. You know, you get the bell for having it. You get the bell for just having it. Yes.
Like remember, what movie was that? It was The Golden Child when he was going through the metal detector with the knife. And he told the officer that was smiling, he said, "You got the king, the cutting this. You don't even know what you did, but you just did it." You know what I'm saying? That's what you remind me of when you said, "You don't even know what you did, but you just did it. You're just a good leader." You know?
You got me choking over here. Stop it.
Oh man.
All right.
So
we're going to take a break.
Are we going to take a break?
Yeah.
Then we're going to be ready for our special guest.
Yes. So we're going to take a break, but before we do,
listen, y'all.
Man, our special guest is on a mission. He's on a serious mission. He is the founder of the Seth Nemeroff Foundation, and he is on a mission to fight this
epidemic
that has taken the lives of so many of our loved ones. And you're going to hear all about it. I'm telling you, he got a lot of things going on, and we're going to talk to him, and we're going to talk to him about the awesome thing that he got going on, the Hole-in-One Challenge that is going to be taking place on April 27th. Yeah. You guys going to hear all about it. I'm telling you, don't go nowhere. You're going to want to hear about this and the awesome things that he and his friends are doing so that we can band together and get rid of this thing that is this epidemic that is claiming the lives of so many children, so many people in general. Don't go nowhere. I guarantee you, you're going to be blessed.
It's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We are everywhere, and we will
be right back.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that would make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins. Let me be empty. Oh, weightless, and maybe I'll find some peace tonight. In the arms of the angel, fly away. So tired of the straight line, and everywhere you turn, there's vultures and thieves at your back. The storm keeps on twisting. You keep on building the lies that you make up for all that you lack. It don't make no difference. Escape one last time. It's easier to believe in this sweet madness, all this glorious sadness that brings me to my knees. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. In the arms of the angel, may you find some comfort here. You're in the arms of the angel, may you find some comfort here.
Satisfy your sweet tooth with some tasty treats from the Brownie Shop. Fudge cupcakes, sweet potato pie, freshly baked bread, homemade ice cream, creamy chocolatey brownies, and much, much more. Check out their full menu on Facebook Brownie Shop or Brownie Shop 2019 Instagram. Get your next dessert from the Brownie Shop. Your sweet tooth will love you for it.
Urban Elite Beauty LLC is an online urban beauty supply store that serves both men and women in urban communities. Our goal is to provide quality beauty solutions for our culture and community. Most importantly, we want to instill in our friends the importance of loving thy hair, loving thy skin, and to love thyself. Check us out on social media, on Facebook at Urban Elite Beauty, on Twitter at dbenton71, on Instagram at urban_elite_beauty, and for more information, go to our website at www.urbanelitebeauty.com or email founder and CEO David Benton at dbenton@urbanelitebeauty.com or call 609-217-5292. Check us out and see what the Urban Elite Beauty experience is all about.
Yeah. I love that song.
All right.
I love that song. I remember I used to watch this. That's from the City of Angels.
Right.
That movie.
Yep.
Sad movie. Very sad movie.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan, and I can't remember his name. Meg Ryan and what's the guy's name? Dag.
Mm-hmm. I know you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But yeah, sad movie.
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
so we're ready?
Y'all, we are ready.
We are ready.
All right, so our special guest is the founder of PerksPlans and the Seth Nemeroff Foundation. The mission of the Seth Nemeroff Foundation is to raise awareness and support organizations who assist with recovery and treatment for addiction. Their mission is to assist the individuals whose lives have been negatively impacted by substance use disorder. They're having a par 3 hole-in-one challenge plus canasta and mahjong game day on Monday, April 27, 2020 at the Woodcrest Country Club, 300 East Evansham Road, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08003. Proceeds benefit City of Angels, New Jersey, and other nonprofit addiction charities. Special celebrity guests include Scott Cafina, Tony Luke Jr., Steve Trevelise, Bill Spadilla, and Amy Lucane, and many, many, many more. Registration details will be announced and posted soon, so check out our show pages and things of the sort. The Perks Plan in development now is a spinoff called Wellness Benefits Network, featuring employee wellness and an entire section on addiction, being vetted by people they trust in that industry, including but not limited to a 24-hour call center, addiction facilities, sober living houses, interventionists, etc., etc. He and his team and friends is making a big difference in his immediate community and impacting lives around the world. We are talking about none other than Mr. Randy Nemeroff. All right, so we have our special guest, Mr. Randy Nemeroff, on the line, and he has a phenomenal, impactful organization.
Yes.
Actually, has a couple of them. One in development, one already out there in the community, doing great things, not just in the community, but in the world. And we want to start by just saying thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Absolutely.
And coming on the show to share with us and our listeners around the world.
That's my pleasure.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So, look, we're going to jump right on into it.
We're just going to jump right on into it. So, your awesome foundation, Seth Nemeroff, tell our listeners a little bit about how you got started with that foundation.
Okay, so December 9th, 4 years ago, we were, I guess, and Seth was one of the unlucky ones that had passed away from addiction.
Okay.
He had tried something that was laced with fentanyl, and the fentanyl killed him. So it was months later that I was talking to somebody about trying to give back a little bit, and the person that I spoke to basically said, I have a better idea. Let's create a foundation in your son's name, and let's raise money for nonprofit addiction charities and help build awareness for addiction. And I thought at that point that was a fantastic idea.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Absolutely.
Wonderful idea.
Well, definitely, we send our continual condolences, for the loss of your son. It's something that you never get over. But our continual, thoughts and prayers with you and your family. But at the same time, we have to celebrate you and your team for the development of this foundation, because you're taking what caused, you personal pain and trying to relieve the pain and or cause prevention for others. And that is to be commendable. And on the Kevin and Nikee show, when you do something commendable, we give you the bell.
That's right. You get the bell.
Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And just so I can say also, yesterday was Seth's birthday.
Oh, okay.
He would have been 31.
Okay.
So happy birthday, Seth.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's just one of the things that you can, take comfort in knowing that not only that you're helping people, but that Seth is looking down saying, Dad, I'm proud of you, man. I mean, that's just what I envision. You know what I'm saying? Dad, I'm proud of you. This is something that he would have wanted. And he's looking down saying, man, that's my dad right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Dad right there.
I hope so.
Yes, sir.
And if it wasn't for the people that I met over the years since Seth had passed away, I don't even know if I would have continued to do it. But the people that I've met that have lost and that have been lucky enough to make it, it's just been an eye-opener.
Absolutely. Now, maybe for someone out there that may, maybe have an inkling, maybe there's parents out there that may have an inkling that, their children might be engaging in substance abuse, or, I know right now they have all these challenges out that are very harmful to kids. Did you see any signs, or what advice can you give to maybe some parent out there that might be listening, that might suspect that they might have children that might be engaging in, the activity? What kind of advice could you give them in terms of maybe signs that you may have noticed, or any kind of preventative measures that you can take from an at-home standpoint, before, it can get to the point we have to reach out to organizations?
Right. Well, first of all, Seth did have signs. I mean, he had visited a couple different rehab centers.
Okay.
But the problem is that as a parent or somebody, you just don't know who to call.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's nobody that you can talk to out there that isn't affected by this in one way or another.
Right.
This is an epidemic, and I could walk into a crowded room with 100 people, and there's 100 people that say they're in one way or another they're affected by it.
Right.
Wow.
So it's just very, very sad what's happening out there. And it's not just people that are going out and doing drugs. It's people that are getting addicted.
Yeah.
To things after having surgeries, or doctors prescribing medications that they shouldn't prescribe.
Yeah.
It was just crazy out there. And today there's a lot more information out there than I felt like when Seth was going through this, 4+ years ago. But it's just evolving into something that people need to pay attention to. And maybe, try and get the help that, your loved one needs.
Yeah.
But it's a hard process, and you just never know at the end what's going to happen.
And it is a hard process.
Right,
it's a very hard process.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
hard.
Absolutely.
Very hard.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And, I remember when Nikee and we were in school, the only program they had was the DARE program. Remember DARE?
Yeah, I remember that.
And they would come to our school, and we would have an assembly once a year.
Once a year.
And that was it. You know what I mean?
I remember that.
And it was kind of one of those things where after they left, you felt encouraged, inspired, informed. For that one day. They showed you pictures of people on drugs. And if you weren't doing drugs, you looked at them pictures and said, oh, I don't want to have my teeth falling out and looking like that and losing weight. And if you were able to get help and sign up right after the assembly. But then it was like that was it. You was kind of on your own to the next assembly if you made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I applaud, foundations that, that you started in the name of your son. Nikee and I also work with Positive Choices for a positive, brighter future up in the Rockaway section of New Jersey. Shout out to Mr. Lex Wexler and his team. Is same thing, just trying to bring awareness and preventative measures to this substance abuse epidemic. And as we talked about briefly on the phone, it's like a 4-phase program where instead of the high school level, they're going into the middle school, trying to reach them at middle school, because these kids are doing drugs at younger ages. The age where we were thinking about G.I. Joe men and Great Adventures and all that stuff. These kids are thinking about, drugs and, these various different challenges and things like that.
Yeah.
And, the culmination too, as I said, like the Celebrity Day, where we go into the classrooms and we talk about, we use our platform as actors and radio show hosts to tell them stay away from drugs and making good choices. And then the culmination to like a Celebrity Day, man. And so we share your heart, we share your burden, we share your passion. And it's almost like pouring water in a cup with a hole in it, because it's never going to go away. But we got to keep fighting.
Right.
We got to keep pouring, and just know that our work is not in vain,
Right. And the way we can do that is if we just stay out there and stay in their faces.
Right.
Like these foundations and the foundations that we're a part of, let these kids know that we're here and we ain't going nowhere.
Right. Absolutely.
That's how we can do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Well, there's a lot of people out there like me trying to do their own little part. And the problem with drugs today compared to the way they used to be, at least when I was growing up, was you knew what you were buying back then.
Right.
And now the problem is that you just don't know what you're really buying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because these drugs are being laced with all kinds of things that make them too powerful of a drug, and that's what's killing people, like the fentanyl.
Yeah. It seems like every time you turn around, there's a new drug on the street.
Right.
Like remember when Wet came out?
Yeah.
And I didn't know what that was, and they told me that it was embalming fluid.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe it. Like all of these new drugs, when you get rid of one, here comes another one. It's just really crazy. Yeah. It's really crazy.
There's too many people out there creating their own little recipe, and they just don't know what they're doing. And unfortunately, it's killing way too many people, and there's
way too many,
absolutely
too many families that are losing loved ones through addiction.
Right, absolutely. Now, I thought it was awesome that you mentioned about people going to the hospital, because when you think about drug use, we think about that image of that person homeless and kind of straggling on the street, but like you said, it's people that may go in for a routine knee surgery or some kind of medical procedure and being prescribed medications that are strong and painkillers. And then the next thing you know, they're addicted to drugs. And these are good, upstanding people who are holding good jobs, have good education, but yet it ends up culminating into substance abuse.
Yes, it does.
And so this issue is a bigger issue, even with medical prescription from doctors. Like, what is the proper measure, so that someone doesn't get hooked on drugs and things like that. And this is in addition to, I want to say, like, they want to call it the black market or underground stuff that's going on. And, it's like, what is the remedy, So
and
well, it's like Seth originally wasn't going to rehab because he was an addict.
Okay.
He was going to rehab because he was being treated for depression and anxiety.
Okay. Okay.
And how do you get treated for depression and anxiety? They give you drugs.
Right.
And then the drugs that they give you, you start getting prescriptions for so much. And then one doctor gives you Klonopin, another one gives you Xanax. And the next thing you know, you're now addicted to these drugs.
Yep.
And one thing leads to another, and then you decide, hey, these are expensive. There's other ways to go. I only have this much money.
Right.
You go out and you try something one day, and what you think you're trying, you're really not.
Right.
It's something totally different.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You mentioned something very, very key. Because I'm really glad that you mentioned what you mentioned, because it's almost like the drugs become almost like the Band-Aid on an open wound. And from our perspective, having I got my degree in psychology, I believe that there's a portion that leads to the drug epidemic or drug addiction that has to do with unresolved pain, and maybe a sense of, like you talked about, the depression, maybe the sense of grief, the sense of loss. And this is in addition to, as we said, people going in to get routine surgeries. But I believe that pain that people are trying to escape, maybe some traumatic experience happened in their lives, things like that. Just what are your thoughts from a foundational standpoint, dealing with that maybe psychological, emotional pain? And this is before you get to the prescription of the medications and things like this. Just want to get your take on that and how you see it fitting in the grand scheme of this addiction thing.
Well, I mean, I guess growing up is hard enough, and then it depends on where you grow up and who your friends are and how many fights you get into and how popular you are or unpopular you are, and how you learn to deal with it. And then, how your parents or grandparents or relatives or friends try and help you through all that. I mean, there's a lot going on. So, your theory, it all adds together. Why people will try and do something. Back when we were growing up, I mean, people did drugs because, that was what you did. You partied.
Right.
You might drink a little bit. You might try something. And then you have the lucky ones that, make it through and live a great life. And you have others that just don't.
Right.
But now the numbers of the ones that aren't making it are just astronomical.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Back then it was, somebody here and there that maybe didn't make it. But now it's like, I hear stories every day of more and more people dying. And even those that were clean for years, that one day just relapsed. And that was it. They were gone.
Absolutely.
And, the heartache that people feel that in their families and, their friends, it's just, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Now I want to switch gears for a minute because I want to talk about this awesome day you got coming up, the hole-in-one day. Let's talk about that on Monday, April 27th. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So what I decided to do, this was a few years ago, was I was going to try and raise money for addiction nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
These are a lot of people that just volunteer, that have full-time jobs, that are doing this and need resources to help people, whether it's for transportation, whether it's to try and create a scholarship fund to try and get them into a rehab or whatever it is. So our first fundraiser was a 3-on-3 basketball tournament at the Kroc Center in Camden.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that turned out to be an amazing day. It was an enormous amount of work, and we raised a lot of money, but we also built a lot of awareness.
Okay.
And that was actually the first time I'd actually met Tony Luke Jr., who was part of our he was one of our guest speakers. And Tony said something to me I'll never forget. He said, "Rand, you and I are now a member of a club. It's a club none of us wanted to join, but the people that you will meet in this club are going to be the most amazing, caring people you'll ever meet in your entire life, because every one of them will be there to help you."
Nice.
And he was right from the first time I met him, and we're still good friends today. Because of that, there'll be another one of our guest speakers.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then last year, what we did was, the basketball tournament was just so much work that I decided to do a golf outing. But my golf outing is completely different than any golf outing you've ever been to. What we did last year, we went to a golf course in Marlton called Little Mill. It's a private country club, but we converted the entire golf course into a par 3.
Wow.
Okay.
So number one, we were done in 3.5 hours.
A lot less work.
Okay, a lot less work.
Oh yeah. I mean, you just basically, for 16 of the 18 holes, I mean, you tried to get a hole-in-one for like a real prize. I mean, we had one hole-in-one last year. The winner won an $8,000 trip to Pinehurst.
Wow.
And then, which was incredible. And then the kind of person that he is turned around and donated it right back to us.
Wow, that's what I'm talking. That's it.
So we are actually auctioning it off this year at $100 a ticket.
Okay.
And whoever gets drawn is going to win an $8,000 trip to Pinehurst, which is amazing.
Wow.
But we also do a longest drive contest. But instead of using a golf ball, we use frozen marshmallows.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Okay.
This is for fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's great. We're not there for necessarily just to play golf. We're there for a specific cause.
Right.
And by having the entire golf outing, the one thing that I always hated about, and I've done hundreds of golf outings, is you have a 5.5 hour round of golf, and you just can't wait to get off the golf course.
Okay.
You've had enough. And you just want to get into the dinner. You want to eat. You want to, relax a little bit. And, you want to pay your respects for the charities that people are raising money for.
Right.
But with us, 3.5 hours, you're done.
Right.
Wow.
And then we get in there and we go into the dinner and the guest speakers, and they're incredible guest speakers. So we had about $250,000 in hole-in-one prize money last year.
Wow.
Okay.
This year, we have $1.4 million in hole-in-one prize money.
Wow.
Nice. That's
Okay.
So one of the holes that we do, are you guys familiar with Vinny Lopez?
I've heard of him.
So Vinny Lopez was the original drummer in the E Street Band. Great guy. He's also a professional caddy and an extremely good golfer. So what we do is we do closest to the hole against the drummer.
Okay.
And this year, whoever gets closest to the hole will then have the opportunity to take one more shot for $1 million.
Wow.
And hopefully, if anybody wins the $1 million, they'll do what the person that won the $8,000 trip did, was donate it back.
Yeah.
Which I doubt. But
I was going to say it.
I was like saying, whoa.
Hold up there.
All right, fine. I'll give you $8,000. I'll keep the rest.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
we're doing the longest drive with frozen marshmallows went out. That people love that because they got up there to hit a ball, and all of a sudden they're realizing we're giving them this big, oversized frozen marshmallow to hit. And what's nice is that we actually have people on the golf course, filming this, and we even have comedians that are going to be at the outing. We have Steve Trevelise that'll be there. We're actually going to be on his radio show, before the event also. There's a chance that we're going to have Artie Lang from the Howard Stern show that's going to be there. I hope he can make it. Nice. And what we did was we told these guys they have free reign to do whatever they want on the golf course. You guys go out. This is for fun. You do whatever you want on the golf course. Nice. So it's for fun. And 3.5 hours, we're done. And then it starts getting real serious. When you start looking at our guest speakers, Tony Luke Jr. is amazing. Scott Cafina, the prosecutor in Burlington County, is a good friend. Amazing speaker, talking about everything that, as a prosecutor, they're doing in Burlington County.
Steve Trevor.
It's completely amazing what these people are doing. And they're great guest speakers and they're good friends. Kevin Mira from City of Angels, which is our main charity that we raise money for, doing amazing work. The people that I've met through City of Angels, it's just been incredible. Incredible people.
Nice.
Yeah. And then you got Steve Trevelise, Bill Spadilla, Amy Locane. So you got a nice lineup there of people that's going to be very, very impactful, and it's going to be an awesome event, and we'll be supporting this thing all the way up to the date, and we're going to put the information out there about how people can register and the websites and where they can go and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you, man, when we heard about what you were doing, Nikee and I immediately said we have to support this in any way that we can by spreading, using our platform to spread the word and getting involved in interviews, whatever we have to do. And just want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. Just when you think you're not making a difference or you're wondering if you are, we're here to tell you that you are making a big difference with what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Everybody out there is making a difference. I mean, the people that are friends that make amazing donations to us.
Nice.
Organizations like the NFL alumni that supports us, and Dickie Knowles will be there this year. If you remember Dickie Knowles, there's just so many people out there that are affected by this. Unfortunately, that we're just trying to build awareness and raise money for some people that really could use that money to help other people. That's really what it comes down to. So, you guys, putting me on the radio today and supporting what we're trying to do and everybody else that's doing it, it's very, very much appreciated.
Yes, definitely, man. You're welcome, man.
Yeah. And then you have the PerksPlans, which is a spinoff called the Wellness Benefit Network. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. So my actual job is I've created a national employee perks platform called PerksPlans. And what we do is we work with companies, unions, associations, nonprofits, any type of organization that wants to supply perks to their employees or members becomes a member of PerksPlans. And what we do is we build them a customized platform that they plug right into their own website or intranet. And we offer them perks from real estate, all types of real estate products and services, travel, business products and services, tickets to sporting events and concerts, even health and wellness. And we now have millions and millions of members around the country.
Nice.
That have access to our platform. And there's actually no cost. Whoever wants the platform, we basically give them the platform. And they offer this to their employees at no cost.
Wow.
They get to pick and choose the perks they want. But inside the platform, we do a lot of work with HR executives.
Okay.
And when we talk to HR executives, everybody loves the fact that they're saving money. But when we tell them that we're building a whole resource section for addiction, and we're focusing into employee wellness, it's a game changer.
Nice.
We're going to have a 24-hour call center. We have addiction facilities, sober living houses, interventionists. And these are all being vetted by people I trust in the industry that I've known for a few years, that we're only going to take the best of the best that are out there. And the idea is to make sure that when someone is having an issue, they don't want to go to their HR department and talk to them about it.
That's right.
They want to be able to anonymously find the resources that they need, that they can trust. Right. And that's the important part, that they can trust.
Right, absolutely.
So by just calling our 24-hour call center that we're putting together and then being referred to the right people, you know, we hope that a lot of people will get the answers that they want to get.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, this is so powerful. And I'm going to tell you why. Because on these jobs, I read an article that said only 2% of Americans like, love, and enjoy going to their job. That is alarming, you know, compared to the 98% that's doing it because they have bills, doing it because, of course, you have family and children. And that affects the way you work. And then with some of the, I want to say, low morale on a lot of these jobs, some of which sometimes drives people to want to drink and maybe engage in escapism through drugs. This is so needed. It's so needed because you don't feel comfortable going to your HR person because they might be friends with the person you're complaining about. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to somebody anonymous that you really, really feel cares, wants to make impact and make a difference, but that can give you the help that you need. I mean, and I know I'm kind of putting it in, you know, like a joking way, for lack of a better way of saying it, because it is a serious issue, but it's like, it's a lot of bullying going on these jobs and office politics that are causing hurt and pain and damage to workers. And sometimes they are looking for that escape. You know, I want to get out of this job. I can't. I feel stuck. I feel trapped. I feel locked in. And so these are yet issues going on job that can contribute to somebody going to the bar or wanting to get some drugs to escape the pain of being locked in. And here you guys come in providing that positive outlet, that positive escape, that positive place where they can talk and get help and feel safe and feel comfortable.
Right.
And I'm going to have to get them information because I have a couple jobs I want to sign y'all guys
Lord
up
have
to.
mercy.
Because there's some jobs around here that need it. I'm going to tell you, especially here in Philadelphia, man. So kudos to you know, you and your team and what you guys are developing. It is a master plan. It really is a master plan.
I appreciate that. I mean, even, you know, the organization, I still work in the mortgage industry.
Okay.
And I work for a company called Annie Mac Home Mortgage, which is a great company because they're supporting everything that I'm building.
Nice.
And, you know, by having their support and the support of management and all the other people that work there, they're helping, you know, build this on a national level with me. Wow. And it's very much appreciated what they're doing. You know, you think about it as a job, but it's more than just a job.
Yeah. It's a call.
It's a calling.
It's a lifelong
people
calling.
That really care.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, you know, I appreciate everything that they're doing and giving.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Randy. I want to get your take on this to see what you think and how you feel about it. In Philadelphia, and I think they were doing it in Jersey and in other cities, but in Philadelphia, they were coming up with these houses where they were going to house people who are battling addictions and different things like that. And I remember they were trying to put one of the houses down in South Philadelphia. And the residents of South Philadelphia, you know, they came out, oh, we don't want the house here. We don't want them over here because it's going to cause a lot of problems and different things like that. What do you think about building houses that pretty much house that pretty much house people who are battling addictions and different things like that? Do you think that's a good idea?
You know, it's funny because most of the addicts that are living in these homes, first of all, the rules that they have to follow are so much stringent than the rules that your son or daughter may have to follow by living in your own house.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
I mean, these are people that get tested every day. They have counseling.
Okay.
They, and this is if the houses are run correctly.
Right.
Again, there could be houses that aren't run correctly, and hopefully they get shut down right away.
Right.
But the ones that are being run correctly,
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people doing that. They're great neighbors because the houses are very well kept.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be well kept.
Yeah.
Because they get inspected all the time. And these are people that get to live in these homes because there's limited space.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're lucky enough to get into one of these, it's limited space and you have a job to do. Besides the fact that you have to take care of yourself and get tested to make sure you're clean, you have to cut the lawn. You have to, fix things around the house.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, there's no parties.
Right.
So by having them, I have them in my neighborhood in Cherry Hill.
Oh, you did?
They're all over the place now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, no matter where they are, by having these houses all throughout Philadelphia, New Jersey, all over the country, is a good thing as long as they're run correctly and they're being run by people that are in it for the right reasons.
Right.
Wow.
Now, once again, it's just very, very powerful, man. And by what you and Nikee just said, it really just helped me to flow into my next point connected with all this. One of the many things that breaks my heart is the negative stigma that gets placed on people struggling with addiction. And I like how you worded it in your mission statement, with the Seth Nemeroff Foundation. You said, your mission is to assist the individuals whose lives have been impacted by substance use disorder. You know what I mean? And it kind of reminds me of that, these negative stigmas, drug addict. We need to change some of these titles because they're not like user friendly. It doesn't make people feel like they can go get help. Even like with the title mental illness, that doesn't make someone feel like, hey, with that title attached to me, that makes me feel like I can go get help. And I like how you titled it substance use disorder because it is a disorder.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make these people, you're the scum of the earth. You're the worst thing that was ever born. These are people, good people, some of them more educated than a lot of us. They just had a bad experience or got caught up or, connected or trapped with an addiction, which could happen to any one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just
that's the sad part. It can.
Yeah.
That's the stigma that's placed on, people that use drugs. To me, it's the drug dealers, in my opinion, that are murderers.
Right.
Every single one of them that creates the drugs, that sells the drugs, that has other people selling the drugs, whether they're just selling small amounts or large amounts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't realize it, but because you don't know what you're selling or buying anymore, you're a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
You should go to jail for the rest of your life if you're caught.
Pretty much. And what he's saying is true.
Yeah.
It's true. Because when they're mixing these drugs, they're putting all kinds of stuff in there to make it more powerful, to make people want it more. Yeah. He's saying the truth.
Yeah. And then even attached to that, money could be made.
Yep.
More money in the world can be made, sadly enough, with people on medication.
Yep.
And so then you have this, multi-million, maybe billion-dollar medication industry as well, where, because I know they do it in the mental health field, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you kind of ask yourself, especially with the kids, because, I work with kids and things like that, and a lot of them on psychotropic medication. At what point am I healed from ODD, ADD? At what point, you know what I'm saying? And these kids don't see no end in sight.
Yeah.
And so it may be so with those who are addicted to, to drugs, they give you various different medications and things like that. And like the next thing you know, it's something that spirals out of control. But I definitely agree with you, man. It's like something has to be done, but things are being done because you and those that are supporting you and other organizations out there are making impact in their sphere. And, that's what's most important.
Unfortunately, it's too easy to write a prescription for something.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I have ADHD. Well, I've had ADHD, I think, my whole life. So is every one of my friends.
Yeah.
At one point or another.
You know what? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We all forget things. We all, have our own way of dealing with it. We figured it out over the years without taking medication.
Right. Exactly.
But today, you go to a doctor. I have ADHD. Okay, here, try this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the next thing you know, you're an addict.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. And he's right, because that's how I started.
When we were little, we only had one diagnosis, and that was BAD. You got your behind whooped. You went out and played basketball.
That's
you
right.
got healed, and we turned out actors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. You go out there,
actors, man. Yeah.
That was it.
There was always something to do when we grew up.
That's it. We went out and played basketball, dodgeball. The girls jumped rope. We played tops, freeze tag. We went out and socialized. We had fun. And BAD.
And it wasn't no sitting in the house playing video games all day
for 8 hours.
It wasn't none of that.
We didn't have Facebook.
Don't even get me started with that conversation. That's a whole conversation in itself. Between your stick ball and your wire ball and your your bottle caps and your baseball and your football. I mean, there was always something to do.
Absolutely.
Something to do.
If you wanted to find someone, you yelled out your front door.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there was somebody there to answer you, because it would just be, yelled down the line. And, next thing you knew, there were 20 people waiting to do something.
That's right.
Right in front of your door, front of your step.
That's it. And we had good, clean fun that didn't involve hurting anyone. And we picked up good social skills. And we don't have a diagnosis to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So something went wrong after that generation.
Yeah, because my parents used to say, go outside.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Technology.
That's
technology.
That's it, man.
Wow.
That's it.
Too easy to get your cell phone. I mean, who doesn't have a cell phone today?
Right. I didn't get my first cell phone till I was about maybe, this may sound bad, I might have been like close to 30.
What?
Yeah, we had the beeper. Remember the beeper? We had the little beeper where you went to the corner phone. Somebody called you on a little beeper. We thought we was big and special too. Somebody called you on a beeper.
You were big and special, so your beeper went off all the time.
I know.
And then you're like, this thing's a pain. I can't stand this thing. It won't stop beeping. Leave me alone.
That's right, man.
I remember them beepers.
I thought you were cool because you had a beeper, but I didn't. After I got it, I didn't want it anymore.
Right. That's right.
And how do you have a beeper and you don't have no phone to call the number?
I know. You got to go to the payphone. You got to keep quarters in your pocket.
You know what I mean?
Well, you carried quarters in your, around with you.
That's it, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, listen, for all our listeners out there, we're talking to Mr. Randy Nemeroff. He is the founder of the Seth Nemeroff Foundation and the PerksPlans. And we're going to put the information out there about the Par 3 Hole-in-One Challenge plus Canasta and Mahjong Game Day. It's going to be on Monday, April 27, 2020 at the Woodcrest Country Club, 300 East Evesham Road, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08003. Proceeds benefit City of Angels, New Jersey, and other nonprofit additional charities. They're going to have special guests in the house, and I'm telling you, it's an awesome lineup. They are, but not limited to, Scott Caffina, Tony Luke Jr., Steve Trevelise, Bill Spadilla, Amy Lecrae, and many, many more just might show up. We're going to put the information out there on how to register and how you can support this and other organizations. Hey, don't wait for your loved one to be affected to get involved.
Right.
Those who show mercy, we believe, will be shown mercy. And we're going to support this thing the whole way through. We're going to put the flyers up in our show pages. And listen, we want you guys to get involved, support in any kind of way that you can. You can support just by sharing the flyer. If you don't want to donate, whatever you can do, get involved, help on out. But before we let you go, Brother Randy, man, we want you to put out there how people can get involved. Put your website out there. How can they follow you? How can they register? So just take your time and put the information out there for our listeners who want to help support and or get involved.
Well, first, let me say thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate the time you gave us.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Absolutely.
So we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for golfers. We're looking for anybody. We're actually, my wife has got a lot of women that are going to be inside playing canasta and mahjong. They're playing cards inside. So we're looking for anybody that wants to even just volunteer, even just come to the dinner and listen to the guest speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So play golf, sponsor, volunteer, whatever you want to do. Just you can always reach out to me. I'm sure you're going to give, make sure my contact information is available.
Yeah.
But it's under SethNemeroffFoundation.com. Mm-hmm. So it's SethNemeroff Foundation.com. This is where you can register. You can find out a little bit about my son Seth. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, finding out what we're doing and how we're trying to support incredible organizations like City of Angels.
Awesome, man.
Nice.
Well, look, me and Nikee might have to get out there and hit some marshmallows, man, or at least drive the caddy.
Oh, let me tell you something. You haven't done anything till you hit a frozen marshmallow. It's like one of those things you have to cross off your bucket list.
I hear you, man. I hear you. That's awesome.
I can see a lot of people now going out to the golf course now with frozen marshmallows.
That's funny.
How far will frozen marshmallow go?
Oh my goodness, I know that's right because I'm interested in seeing how that's going to play itself out myself. Yeah, awesome, man. Well, look, as we always say to all our special celebrity guests, once you come on the Kevin and Nikee show,
your family.
Well, continued success and blessings to you. Like I said, let us know how we can continue to support. We're going to support this, and hey, man, we might even make our way out on the golf course on the 27th and see how these marshmallows fly.
That's okay. What we'll do is we'll make sure we film you hitting your frozen marshmallows so you can share that.
We got to make sure that don't end up on social media.
That's right.
I tell people, look, I'm Tiger Woo. You got to drop the D because I'm not that good. You know what I mean?
You know
when
what?
I hit it, everybody be like, woo! You almost hit a tree.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah, that's all, man. Well, listen, man, you guys are doing great things. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes,
Keep
absolutely.
doing what you're doing. Continue to be encouraged.
Appreciate
Keep
that.
going. Awesome, man. Well, have a good rest of your day, and we will definitely be in touch with you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming on our show.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
Man, that was a great interview.
It really was.
Great interview. From
He's doing some wonderful things.
Great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Great programs, organizations, and foundations.
Mm-hmm.
Working with great people. Doing a great work.
Yep.
And it was just very, very powerful and pertinent information that was being put out there that's going to culminate into an awesome, fun event. Of course, at first people are going to get out there and gather in the name of having fun, and then it's going to get serious as they, get to the speakers because it is a serious, epidemic out here that affects us all in some kind of way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Even if it's directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
We all have a family member, a friend, a neighbor, somebody that we know whether is and or are being affected. And one thing I learned about today's world, and I think you touched on it a week or two ago, and what's bothering Nikee, the lack of empathy and sympathy. And that scary part too is, we think of people that are addicted to drugs or those going out on the corner buying it from the drug dealer, and it can be that.
Right.
But you can go in for a routine surgery and come out addicted to drugs.
And you know what?
And next thing you know, you on the corner trying to get it from them same drug dealers, trying to fulfill or getting it where you can afford it. That's not, healthy for you.
Yeah.
And we look down upon these people. We don't show empathy and sympathy, and it's just sad.
Yeah, and it's so good that both of you brought that up because a lot of people think, like you said, okay, we're going out on the corners and we're getting the drugs, but you can get addicted from prescription drugs, drugs that your doctor prescribed. I remember a long time ago when I had got all 4 of my wisdom pulled out at the same time.
Dentist. That's right.
At the same time, and I said, listen, the doctor said, okay, now this is surgery. Okay, the dentist said that this is surgery, so we're going to put you to sleep and different things like that, and we're going to give you something to fight that pain when you wake up. He said, because you're going to be in a lot of pain.
Right.
Man, I'll be darned if that doctor didn't give me some Percocet.
Right.
He gave me some Percocet. When I tell you, it knocked that pain out like that.
Yeah.
And I kept them.
Okay.
I kept the pills, right? And they were sitting up in the medicine cabinet. I remember so good. My mom came over. And she, because, I told you I have a bathroom in my bedroom and different things like that. So she came over and she was, in my room and she happened to go to the bathroom. And, mom could be nosy. So she all up in my medicine cabinet and she come out with the pills. And she said, what is this? And why does it say Percocet on? I said, well, remember I told you that I had the dental surgery? She said, yeah, but why you still got them? Mm-hmm. I said, because, they fight pain. And what I was doing, Kev, was I kept the pills from when the lady time comes, monthly.
Right, I got you.
And I kept them for that. And she said, you don't need these pills. Right. And she flushed my pills down the toilet.
Well, you know what? Shout out to Mama Warren. I'm going to tell you why. Because they represented that generation of moms.
Yeah.
That this is my house. Mm-hmm. You don't own anything. And if more parents would be investigating, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about more parents would be investigating. You would maybe could get led on to the early signs of finding things in the cabinet and under the bed or wherever, things like that. Yep. So that was, and lives were saved. There were a lot of lives that were saved due to those mothers in that generation that went under your bed, under your mattress, into the cabinet and searched stuff and found stuff and held you accountable.
And she did.
That's it.
She said, what you need these for?
Right.
And I told her, she said, you don't need these. And she flushed them right down the toilet.
Yeah, you got these kids today, they got do not enter on that door.
Oh, come on. She ain't playing that in her house.
It wasn't when we were growing up, that was mom's room.
Yes.
Because you wasn't paying no rent, you weren't paying no mortgage, you weren't paying no bills.
Right.
So we could come in there, mom and dad could go in there anytime they got good and ready. And because we knew that, it was certain things that you knew you couldn't do because there was an accountability presence there.
That's right.
And so, that's what that brings me to think.
And I know the message behind it, although you have your own house, I'm still holding you accountable.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
as your mom.
That's right. That's you can get addicted from them drugs that they prescribe you. Yeah. Yes, you can. So I'm glad we talked about that because that's happening a lot. Right. It's happening a lot.
So it doesn't matter if you're being addicted the unlawful way or the high sedity way. Yeah. Addiction is addiction.
It's addiction.
You know what I'm saying?
Addiction is addiction. That's and that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. Very good.
Yeah, great interview.
Good. Great interview. Get involved, you guys. Get involved. I'm trying to tell you, we got to fight this demon. Yeah. We got to fight this demon. It's calling too many of us. We got to fight it.
That's right. And we got to fight it together.
Yes,
we got to fight it together. And great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
All right.
So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, it's going to be time for news and sports.
Scholars Professional Editing Firm consists of a specialized group of academic doctors, editors, and statisticians that keep doctoral candidates moving through the academic doctoral process by providing one-to-one group mentorship and all-inclusive editorial services that produce writing advancements that result in exponential movement. The scholars conduct line-by-line editing, proof and copy editing, university-specific format compliance, and substantive done-for-you services on the following documents: doctoral thesis, dissertations, capstone projects, research studies, research proposals, research papers, and oral defense preparations and presentations. The Scholar Professional Editing Group keep you moving. For more information on editorial services or Doctoral Accelerated Mentorship Program, visit www.thescholarsedediting.com. That's www.thescholarsedditing.com or contact Dr. Haynes at 281-315-6053.
All right. So now it's time for news and sports.
All right, in sports, they had some UFC fight main events.
Nice.
I like the announcer for UFC. This guy is hype. He's like, and now it's time to get ready to fight. He be getting into it, man.
What is wrong with you?
He is nice,
just
man.
like him.
I know. He was ready to get. He be getting it in. He's a good announcer. He's the UFC fight announcer. He cracks me up. And it's funny too. I was watching ESPN on the fights about the report, and I actually saw one of the referees is he's a real referee. He's a real UFC referee. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I happened to be on set with him before, and I was like, "Oh, nigga, my man!"
Wow.
And we was on set. We all took pictures. And then I didn't want him in the picture, right? When we was on set. Then after I saw him on TV, I said, "Oh, all right, he cool then."
You're a hot mess.
Because I thought he was trying to photobomb us. You know what I mean? Anyway. But so we had some UFC fights over the weekend. The venue was T-Mobile Arena. Then we had the middleweight main event. Then it was the women's strawweight co-main event, and then we had the lightweight event. So let's start with the lightweight event.
Okay.
The final was Beneil Dariush, 18-4-1, defeated Drakkar Klose, 11-2-1, KO TKO round number 2 with 1 minute. Then we had the women's strawweight co-main event final. We had Willie Zhang, 21-1-0. She beat Joanna Jerzy, I'm going to try to pronounce it, Jedrzejewski. How you pronounce that name?
I think you did a good job.
Okay. Well, her name is Joanna. Let's put it that way.
Let's say Joanna.
Let's just say Joanna J. And she's 16-4-0. Decision, round 5, 5 minutes. And then there was the middleweight main event final. Israel Adesanya, 19-0-0, defeated Yoel Romero, 13-5-0, with a round 5 decision, 5 minutes. Now, I watched the ESPN clip, and Romero was very, very upset because he felt like Israel ran the whole fight. Well, Israel had to fight a strategic fight in order to, retain the belt.
Right.
So, what I learned from watching boxing, listening to commentaries, watching UFC, is that styles make fights. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Styles make fights. And when you run into someone that has a style that can neutralize your own, sometimes you got to win by points. So it's about getting that point in, getting the point in, so that at the end, your points, of course, outweigh your opponents, and you can win. And that's what Israel had to do, because Romero was a dangerous fighter that could knock you out in one punch. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So they think that it might be a rematch. I'm sure Romero wants one. But at the end, his interview, he appealed to the crowd, saying, kind of what remember what's that song Cannabis did when he had Mike Tyson on his CD. What? Second round knockout. He said, "Man, why you running, man? We came to see him fight." You know what I'm saying? So that's what Romero was. He reminded me of that when he was saying that. He was like, the people came to see a fight, not someone running around the ring and all this. They came to see a fight.
You know what? You get about that.
So that's what Cannabis said on second round knockout. He said, "Man, why you running, man? We came to see a fight." They came to see a fight. So shout out to all the winners. And UFC is what's popping, man.
Nice.
Very, very popular sport, man.
I'm going to hire them women to be my bodyguard.
Oh, man, them women can handle
themselves. I know they can. That's why I'm going to hire them to be my bodyguard. I'm going to be the only actress with female bodyguards.
And I'm going to tell you, man, them women can fight.
I know they can.
Oh, they can fight.
I know they can. Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, Ronda Rousey can fight.
Rousey.
And I got to give a shout out to my girl.
Who?
Valentinko
Shevchenko.
Yeah. She can fight. She fought a couple weeks ago and defended her title, maintained the belt.
Listen.
And she can kick butt. Very intense.
Listen.
I had a chance to meet her.
You heard it here first.
What?
I'm going to be the only actress with all female bodyguards.
I like it already.
I'm going to hire all of those fighters, those boxers, to surround me and be whipping butt and taking names.
Shoot, I might hire them too, because they can kick butt.
Yes, they can.
Now listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. I had a chance to meet Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah.
She is I think her belt is the flyweight or featherweight. She's the champion. Mm-hmm. And she's very, very intense. Mm-hmm. Nicest person. But will kick your behind.
I know she would.
Punch you square in the mouth.
I know she would.
And, if you watch her, when she comes out in her fights, she comes out hitting herself in the head. So I told her this. I said, listen, I watched you fight before. And I said, if you're going to come out hitting yourself in the head, you damn sure hit me. So I'm right. You know what I'm saying? And she started laughing. It was so funny. I like
her already because she know crazy.
She started laughing, but she was
She know crazy.
Yeah. She started laughing, but it was all in good fun, man.
Wow, that's funny as crap. I like her already.
That's right. So shout out to the women of the UFC, man, out here kicking butt.
And taking names, baby. You better recognize it.
Yeah, that's all I got is for it.
All right. Well, in news, listen, everybody, get your hand sanitizer out. Constantly wash your hands, because now the coronavirus is making its way downtown, walking fast, and it's taking names, honey. I'm trying to tell you.
You know what? You might want to keep your hand sanitizer in your pocket.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. So we got to Stay clean. Yeah. Sanitize. Wash your hands. Mm-hmm. The coronavirus is making its way, and it's over this way.
Right. Okay. I read a report that they had a case over in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. So listen, we gotta fight this disease. That's what they call it, airborne now.
Airborne pathogens.
Yes. Yeah. Listen, wash your hands. Carry your hand sanitizer, like Kev said, in the purse, because this disease is making its way.
Yeah, we might have to start wearing masks.
Well,
they do that in China. Speaking
of masks, they are not selling anymore. They're not selling any more masks because people are ordering these masks up, and Amazon was like, listen, we're not selling any more masks. Don't even go to our website to buy masks. We don't have any more, because they said a lot of people are taking the mask out of context now.
Right, I got you.
You the people are just walking down the street wearing masks for no reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you just wash your hands, and sanitize like you're supposed to, you'll be all right. Okay. That's what, Amazon is saying. Okay. So,
Well, they don't want to sell no more masks because they running out of stock, so they're going to say
that's probably what, that's what they said. That's what they're saying it for. Yeah. But yeah, you got to be careful, people. And they're saying that stop shaking hands for a minute. Do the foot bump and
the fist bump,
and do the arm bump, the elbow. I got you. Because a lot of people aren't washing their hands.
They aren't.
A lot of people aren't being clean and neat with themselves. Remember, we did this story last year. Mm-hmm. A lot of people aren't like that, so you never know who you're shaking hands with. And then they showed Trump getting off the plane, shaking people's hands, and they was like, "Didn't he get the memo?"
Right.
They said, "Didn't he get the memo?"
Didn't get the memo.
Yeah. So listen, wash your hands, sanitize. I cannot stress it enough. Sanitize your hands, and if you're sick, stay home.
Right.
Stay home, please, for the love of God. Stay home.
Yeah.
And in other news, they got this video circulating about these young boys up in Brooklyn who beat up this young girl. She had on a pair of Jordans, whatever sneakers she had on. And the boys saw her with the sneakers on. And so now just imagine a young girl by herself, and all of a sudden she's getting jumped by a crowd of boys for her sneakers. Parents, come on, beat your children. I'm just trying to say, you're sparing the ride a little too much. The Bible speaks against that. Right. Spare the ride, spoil the child. I got beat, and look how I turned out. I'm a multi-award winning actress.
That's it.
Okay, so it worked for me. It can work for your kids. Your kids are out there wreaking havoc all over the place. Now, come on now, you got to do something. Do something with these kids.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten away from discipline.
Yeah.
And, of course, nobody's advocating abuse or anything like that. We're advocating discipline, and hey, man, it's one of the reasons that's contributing to why these kids are out of control.
Listen.
They have no barometer.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? They have no barometer, no filter. And so, yeah, you know what I mean? And it's, their focus is off. Things that's important to them, like Jordans, to the point where you beat somebody up.
Yeah, a female at that.
Yeah, something.
A female at that. Yes. You beat up this young girl to take her sneakers. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's it. I'm done with news.
Right.
It's just a hot
mess. This is about to turn into what's bothering me.
Oh my goodness, man! I don't know what's going on. We are so lost.
Yeah,
we are so lost.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, Cap. We just lost it, completely lost it. It's a mess.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
Yeah, man. So all right, so we're gonna take a break, and we come back. It's gonna be time for my favorite part of the show. We're going to find out what's bothering Nikee. It's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We on iHeartRadio. We on everywhere. We'll be right back.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your and let me choose. But once there was a darkness, a deep and endless night. You gave me everything you had, oh, you gave me light. And I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. Weep not for the memories.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right.
All right.
I will remember you.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. So now it's time for my favorite part of the show. We're going to find out what's bothering Nikee. What's bothering you, Nick?
Nothing, because I'm trying to get over this sickness.
I got you.
You know, I'm trying to get over this darn sickness that have bestowed itself upon me from the co-workers at work.
Yeah.
If you're sick, don't come to work. Please, please stay home. Yeah. Come on, please stay home. A lot of people, we don't want your illness. We don't want it. We don't want it. Now I got the sniffles. I'm coughing and carrying on. And I thought I was doing good because I was eating my veggies. I was drinking my juice, drinking my water, and different things like that. And I thought I was just fine. You know, I thought that it had completely passed me by. But then here come the coworkers and they're sick of themselves and coming in the office, and which I don't understand, because I have the type of job where they allow you to work from home if you're sick or whatever. But they want to be in the office for some odd reason.
They want a place to go, something to do. Be around people.
Okay.
I don't know.
Be home. Yeah, be home. Be home. Don't
if you're sick, call out.
I mean, come on.
You know. Yeah.
Come on. And then you can take a laptop at home and you can work from home, and you don't even have to call out. You don't even have to miss a day. You don't even have to use a sick day. You know, just stay home. But we have so many inconsiderate people. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then if you do come to work, hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Cough in the indentation of your elbow. You got people coughing on your neck, coughing right in your face, and sniffling and sneezing.
Yeah, standing right in your face, talking to you, knowing they sick.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Yeah, we gotta do
Be
that.
more considerate. That's it. That's my title for what's bothering Nikee. Be more considerate of others.
When you're sick.
Be more considerate. Jeezy Christmas. Be more considerate. Goodness gracious. Come on. Yeah. Everybody don't want you. You know what? I'm glad that we stopped the shaking hands and the shaking hands. I'm glad because people don't wash their hands. You know, they go to the bathroom, leave all kind of business in the bathroom, and then walk right past the sink like it's a trinket.
Right.
You know, like it's decoration. You know. And then come right up in your face and start talking to you. No, come on, want to be all up on you, want to rub all up on you, touch you, and all kinds of stuff, knowing that they ain't washed their hands. Yeah. Come on now. Be more considerate of others. Be more considerate. Now, here I am hacking, sneezing, coughing because of you. It's not nice. I don't like that. That's what's bothering me. Okay. You're inconsiderate.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. I agree. That would bother. I think that would bother a lot of people.
Yes, come on. The sink is right there. Soap and water is your friend. Be more considerate. Goodness gracious. And they say that you're supposed to wash your hand. You scrub the inside, then you scrub the outer part of your hands on both hands, and before you even start rinsing. Some people put the soap on their hands and they just go right in the water.
Right. And then they say you're supposed to continue to scrub, and wash. Now, in terms of time frame, they said if you sing the Happy Birthday song, please don't ask what version, the Stevie Wonder or the other one. Just sing Happy Birthday, but keep scrubbing them hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, scrub those. And listen, and then they got these brushes. You know the little brushes. Well, you don't do it, but women, we know the little brushes that they do when we go to the nailery. They take the little brush and they brush your hands like a little brush. It fits on your fingers. Get in the habit of buying those brushes, carry it with you, put some soap on it, and just scrub your hands, both sides, both hands, and sing the Happy Birthday song like Kev said, and we all will be cleaner.
Yeah, they said that's the time frame in which to continue to scrub your hands when you're washing it. If you would I think you sing the Happy Birthday song once or twice, something like that. Yeah, I heard them talk about it on the news. Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. That's what's bothering me. Be more considerate. Come on, stop being nasty with yourself.
All right.
That's it. That's all I got.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long
listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. All right.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend.
I'll help you carry on.
Yes. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
What was that movie? Lean on me. Lean on me. Yeah. That was the movie right there. Joe Clark.
Some people call me Crazy Joe. Some people call me Bad Man.
Yeah. All right. So now it's time for my favorite part of the show, Kevin's Corner.
All right, we're going to keep the high vibration train moving.
Choo-choo.
Yeah, so we're going to continue with two more characteristics of signs that one is operating on a high vibration and frequency in life, week 48.
Yes.
Characteristics 78 and 79. Two simple qualities. They're kind of like connected. They're different but connected. And one of the signs that you're able to know that you're operating on a high vibration frequency in life is the ability to show empathy. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, sometimes as if they were your own.
Yep.
And then the other one is the ability to show sympathy, and it's having feelings of pity and sorrow for someone else's misfortune and or having an understanding between people, calming feelings. And we're living in a day and age where we're just lacking compassion, we're lacking sympathy, we're lacking empathy, and as Nikee would word it, we stop caring about people.
Yeah.
And when we get to the point in the world we stop caring about people, yeah, we've lost big time. We've lost big time. And I understand that there's some things in life that can alter the ability to show compassion, the ability to show empathy, sympathy, hurt, pain, trauma, mental illness, all can be modeling, can also shape that. If you grew up in a family where everybody just didn't show no empathy and sympathy, well, you're going to gravitate to that. You know what I mean? Experiences can, that are connected with trauma that can, make you hard-hearted and cold, unresolved hurt and pain and things like that. So there are reasons that can contribute to it. But we want to pay attention to those holistic characteristics about ourselves, especially our mental, emotional well-being. And when we find ourselves in situations where we're just not caring about others, showing compassion, showing empathy, showing sympathy, that is a sign that one needs a reality check about where am I psychologically, where am I emotionally, where am I behaviorally in terms of wellness and in connection to society and the world. And if you cannot look at yourself or gauge yourself honestly and objectively and say that I have the ability to show a healthy dose of compassion, empathy, and sympathy, yeah, you might want to reach out to get some help, perhaps some counseling, because there's some very negative behaviors that can stem out of demonstrating the lack of these characteristics that are not going to be beneficial to you and or the people around you.
Yeah.
Let's get back to loving each other. Love don't cost a thing.
It doesn't.
That's all I have.
I love it. Yeah,
that's it.
Love is free.
That's it.
Don't cost a thing. And all we need is love. Like we said last week, we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
We need to get back to that. We need to get back to caring about each other. Caring about each other's well-being.
Yeah.
We lost it, man.
We become desensitized.
Yeah.
And of course, when you see negative progressions over time, it's never one thing. There's a plethora of factors that play into how and why we become desensitized. And it's like we don't have any filter when it comes to death.
Yeah.
When it comes to others suffering, hurt, and pain, but somehow we manage to care when it's our personal situation.
Exactly.
Somehow we tend to find that root of compassion, empathy, and sympathy that we desire from others in our victim mentality, but yet we fail to demonstrate it to other people.
Yeah, you got to care about somebody other than yourself.
Right. And
you have to.
Yeah, and it takes us back to what I shared last week. You know, if you're able to respect yourself, you can respect others, which is a derivative of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them.
That's right.
Do unto you.
That's
Treat
right.
others the way you want to be treated.
That's it right there.
Those that show mercy shall be shown mercy.
That's right. I love it.
That's it.
All right.
All right. So we're going to put it out there. Thank everybody for joining the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in each week. We love you, love you, love you. We do what we do for you. We can't do what we do without you. And we want to give a shout out, man, to just all the Kevin and Nikee show followers and fans and supporters, all those that are sharing our posts on our personal pages, on the show page, all those that are chiming in and leaving good conversations and comments about what's bothering Nikee and Kevin's Corner or what's going on the show. I mean, all those that tune in week after week and just really, really support us. You know what, y'all? You get the bell.
Yes, you do. Do. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, so I'm actor Kevin D. Benton. You can find me on Twitter at Kevin D. Benton, on Facebook, Kevin D. Benton, on Instagram, actor Kevin D. Benton. On YouTube, you can find us, actor Kevin D. Benton, and actress Nikee Warren. Follow us and subscribe, and we'll follow back. But you at least got to have a picture up there.
Yes.
And you got to have a profile.
That's right. And you can find what?
Other than that, you might be eavesdropping. Can't trust you.
You can find me on Facebook, Nikee Warren, on Twitter at Nikee Warren, and on the gram. Hello, I'm Nikee, and that's spelled HELLOIMNIKE. You can find our show, The Kevin Nikee Show, on Facebook at Kevin Nikee Show on Twitter, and The Kevin Nikee Show on the gram. We keep it simple so that you can find us.
That's it.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding our show, hit us up, KevinNikkeeShow@yahoo.com. If you have any questions regarding our special guests,
Randy Nemeroff,
hit us up, KevinNikkeeShow@yahoo.com. We'll read it to him, get the answer, and read it back. And like we say each week, who knows, your letter can be featured on our show. One of y'all going to send a letter. Tell you right now. One of y'all going to send a letter. I know you're going to send one.
And we're still waiting.
We're still waiting on them letters.
We'll feature it. I'm telling you.
We will feature them letters. We're still waiting on the letters. All right. Let me see. What else we got? That's it.
I think that's it.
That's it.
All
right. Wow, that's it. That's it. Another great show.
Another great show. Yep. All right. So it's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We are everywhere, and we are
out of here.
Peace.
Think of younger days when I lived for my life. Was everything a man could want to do. I could never see tomorrow. I was never told about the sorrow. And how can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? Tell me, how can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? And how can you mend can a loser ever win? Somebody help me mend my broken heart and let me live again. La, 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 la. I can still feel the breeze that rustles through the trees and misty memories of days gone by. But we could never see tomorrow. Would you believe that no one ever told us about the sorrow? So how can we make a broken heart? And mine is, how can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop that old sun from shining? What makes the world go round? And sometimes I have to say, la, 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 yeah. La, 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 la. Tell me, help me mend my I just wanna live again, baby. How can you mend this broken man? Yeah. Somebody tell me, how can a loser ever win? Baby, I'm gonna say, baby, help me mend this old broken heart. I think I believe I feel like I feel like I wanna live again. How can you mend this broken heart? Somebody please tell me, how can you stop the rain from falling down? Although my clothes are all wet, tell me, how can you mend my, please help me mend my broken heart. I think I believe I got a feeling that I want to live and live. La 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 la.
You have been listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio.